Hello everyone, today we'll go over how to copy files to Google Drive using GS RichCopy 360. Standard or Enterprise, they both support that feature. We will assume that you already have your Google account created. Then you would download GS RichCopy 360 and install it on your machine. And then once you open the application, we'll go to the Jobs section. Right-click anywhere and say Create a New Job, or you can click on New Job button down here. We're going to skip the cloud, we're going to skip the wizard, give the job a name, copy to Google Drive. This is just a label. You can fill out the description or skip it. Source, this is where you want to copy from. We're going to copy from local disk, but if you wanted to copy from a different cloud provider, you may choose to do so. Then you can just select it. So in this case, we're copying from local disk. We can specify, type the path here or paste it, or we can browse it. In this case, we're just going to go ahead and browse it. C drive, we're going to select a folder called random. Let's get random files in there. And you can copy as root folder, or you can skip that. Basically what copy as root folder does is it's going to create the folder random on the destination if you have it checked, and copy the sub-content. If you don't check that box, then it's going to just copy the content of that folder, and it's not going to create the random folder here. All right, so now we go to the destination. Destination, you click on the drop down. This is where you want to copy to. I'm going to click on the drop down and select Google Drive. And then we want to specify what we're going to connect as. So we're going to click on the plus sign here, or the add sign. Give the credentials a label. So we're just going to say Google Drive Nick. We're simulating a user named Nick, for example. Click on authenticate. It's going to open up a browser. It's going to ask you to log in as that user. So we're going to select Nico, and we're going to scroll down and select continue to give GS RichCopy 360 authorization. Okay, now the verification has been received. So we're going to click close this. We already populated the token. If you click test, it connected successfully, so those credentials worked. Click Save. Now we can click on the Browse button. And this is where the Google Drive is. We're going to check that box. We want to copy straight there. If you had subfolders, you could have just browsed through, and this is an empty folder, so we couldn't select anything below it. Click OK. We're going to copy as root folder for this example. Then copy threads. This needs to be a maximum of 3. Google does not let you copy with more than 3 threads. It will block you. So make sure you change that to 3 or below. 3 is fine. Now, additional options you can do is you could start the job to, you can set the job to start at a specific time. You can set it to start at a specific schedule, repeat daily, every week, run every 1 minute, every few minutes, 2 hours, whatever you need to. So you've got pretty advanced scheduling feature that you can do. Also, you can set the job to run as a service. If you check that option and you couple it with the scheduler, then what happens is the job will run automatically without you having to keep this application open, nor you need to be logged in. For this example, we're just going to make it simple and just run it manually. Go ahead and click Save. Now the job has been created. To run the job, you just simply right-click on the job and click Start. The job is now queued and it's going to run momentarily. If you notice the jobs below here, or these are different jobs going to different clouds. When you see green, that means we did not encounter any errors. Click on where it says running. Now it's showing you that it found 13 files in that job. It's already copied 2, 3, and these are the different 3 threads that we have set. So it's just copying these files. It's processing at 13 megabytes per second. That's roughly 100 megabits per second, because you would multiply this times 8. It fluctuates because it's copying across the internet. Now the job is successful and it's completed. It found 13 files. It copied 13 files. If we add more files here or modify them and rerun the job, it's going to skip basically files that have not changed and copy just the new or modified files. Now, remember how we said this is green, that means it's 100% successful, did not encounter any errors. Had we encountered any errors, it would have switched to red, even if it's just a single file, at which point you can simply click on the log, and under errors, we would aggregate all the different files that we could not copy, and we would probably even give you a reason why we couldn't copy. 90% of the time we're correct. Sometimes we just don't know whether it's a locked file or a permission issue, but we would let you know that it's one of the two, one or the other. This is how you copy to Google Drive. If you wanted to copy from Google Drive, you simply double-click on that job. On the source, just select the drop-down and go to Google Drive. We can just select the credentials that we specified earlier. We don't have to retype them in. It's already stored in the credentials library. If we click on Browse, remember how this was blank in the beginning? Now it's got the folder called Random that we copied up to Google Drive. And that's how you can copy from Google Drive, and you just specify where you want to copy to, local disk, or anywhere else. This is how you copy to Google Drive and from Google Drive. Thank you for watching, and email us at support@gurusquad.com should you have any other questions or you need help. Thank you once again for watching.